Hi, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we're going to start part 2 of the Apollo 11 Lunar Lander, and it's set number 10266 by LEGO standards, and there's a little over 1,000 pieces. We got bags 1 and 2 done, which bags 1 and 2 included the platform, and hey Greg, how you doing? And it also included a bit of the modular, which we're not very far on that, but that's bags 3 and 4. I have already dumped out bag 3, so let's go ahead and just jump right in and get started. How was your day, Greg? I hope you had a good one. So when I put these pieces in here, it's pressing a little bit on these, and it's really wise of them because these being with that these are hinges, I can see where it would be a problem to keep them spaced right. So putting those there forced those pieces to be the correct space in between them. And now we've got some other pieces that go on here. Did you get a chance to see that full list of retiring sets, or did you maybe hear about it somewhere else, Greg? I looked at it, and that's a lot of pieces. That's a lot of sets that they're discontinuing. But then again, like I've mentioned on the live streams, they've brought online over 200 sets so far this year. So they've got to make room, and there's only so much storage capacity, and there's only so much manufacturing capability. So yeah, I can understand why these sets are being retired, and many of them are being retired only after a year, some of them 2 years. But usually, typically, LEGO runs a little bit longer. I've noticed as a rough average about 3 years before a set's discontinued. So I'm really surprised that they're doing it so quickly. That's something new for them. But yeah, they have their reasons, I guess. And Greg says, "All right, well, that's good." And hi, Jenny, how you doing? Alright, so now we're doing a little bit different of a technique here. I know it's hard to see this, but this is actually not directly on these studs, it's offset. That's a little different, but the way that I'm doing it, they're asking me to do it, it actually does line up with this here, though. That's also offset, so that kind of makes sense there. And Greg says, I looked at the Batmobile, it's on. I looked at the Batmobile, is on it, might get on it. Okay. If I get the money someday, I'll get the castle. Yeah. I'm kind of at a standstill when it comes to buying LEGO sets right now. I've got some important things I got to do, like I got to save money for the test, for the real estate test, and then you have to join the Realtors Association before you could ever sell a home, and that's like $1,800. I've got some things that are coming up here soon that unfortunately are just requiring my attention. So I will go with what I have for right now, and hopefully I can get back to buying Legos again, but I've got like over 30 sets sitting here that need to be built, so I'm not in any hurry. I think I'll be okay, but it just means that I'm going to have to focus on what I already have versus buying new. so it looks okay. So I got to do this gold tile right here. It needs to be repeated on all 4 sides, so that will take a minute. I'll try to keep this on camera. It's kind of hard because it's comfortable being over here. I wonder where John's at, because I know I talked to him earlier and he wanted to be here. And space is his favorite Lego category, so. But hopefully he'll show up here soon. But yeah, I've had a very eventful day. Work, and work was all right. It wasn't too bad today. And then I spent time with my parents a little bit. I did their grocery shopping for them, and my sister should be back from her trip this coming Friday, which means she'll be taking that back over. One less thing for me to do. Not that I don't enjoy helping my parents, but it's also kind of nice to have a little bit freer of a day. And I had to fight traffic to get home. I wasn't sure I was going to make it here in time for the live stream. I was a few minutes late, but traffic also wasn't the greatest. And here I am now doing this. And then hopefully tonight I can do the VW Bug review, or not Bug, the bus for both of them. And my viewings and subscribership on Rumble is growing way faster than YouTube. So I'm going to continue to cross post on both for a while. And Greg says, I built Venom this week, and what'd you think of it? How do you like it? Do you not like it? What's your thoughts? Okay, so we've got all the gold. Now we got to move on to, I don't know what we're doing, but I'll stick to the script here, meaning the instructions. Okay, so whatever I'm doing it times 4, so it's going along each one of these things here. Okay, so I built this little arm here, 3 more to go. And Greg says, looks cool, I'm getting Carnage next Friday. Yeah, I think it's awesome how they did both of them. I do hope they do come out with Spider-Man though, because that would, in my opinion, complete that kind of mini-series, you know. Also, Green Goblin would be kind of cool too if they could do him, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe they're not done with that. They have been coming out, like I said, with 200 sets so far this year, so maybe that's in the plans, we just don't know yet. And 2 out of 4. There are total of, Jenny says, how many bags is in this set? 4. And we are on bag number 3, so definitely finishing this tonight. I mean, barring, I may not get it done if there's an internet outage or power outage, but I'm not trying to wish that either. So, and Greg says the only complaint I've got to go with is the eyes. Yeah, the eyes they were a little difficult. The eyebrows, I should say, were difficult to put on there. But what What about the eyes bothered you? Just the shape of them, or the color of them? Like what was it about it that you didn't like? Okay, and now we got to build the other side of the arm. I figured we would. I figured that was next in the direction or the instructions. There we go. So we're going to be putting these all throughout here. Just got to finish these up. Built differently nor the same. Okay. You know, I don't have mine right in front of me. I got mine over in the other room. So I don't really remember the eyes all that well. Just remember the eyebrows because I had trouble getting the spacing right on that. And they kept falling off, and it took me a while to figure out what I was doing wrong there. Okay, so we got 2 out of 4 there. And I remember having the same problem with his son Carnage. Carnage and Venom were both they are basically essentially the same build, just a tiny bit of difference. Of course, their characters are that way too. Their costumes, so that's why. Okay, so we have that done, and then now we need to build this little next part. It looks like there's 8 of these, 4 one direction, 4 the other direction. So I love how they're using a lot of these gold tiles. I think it looks really well because the original had like a foil-like substance on it, and so gold-like foil substance. So I think that's pretty cool. They're matching it really closely to what the original is. So I'm not sure what the next project's going to be as far as live streams. I do know that I'm not going to do a live stream tomorrow, and probably not even Sunday. I've got a lot going on right now, and I've got things I need to pay attention to, not just in the channel, but in personal life. So I just won't be doing a live stream for the next little bit. Probably the next one's going to be Tuesday. I will try, no guarantees, because I'm not sure how busy I'm going to be. I know I'm going to be busy, just don't know exactly how things are going to pan out, but I'm going to try to get everything, video out every day, but we'll see. Like I said, I just can't guarantee that right now. looks like we're building the legs here. Okay, so we built this little contraption here, and got to build 3 more of those. And Greg, I want a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A right now. I totally get that. I'm actually hungry myself. I pretty much got off work, took a nap, and then ran to the grocery store to help my parents. And then, like I said, rush hour traffic, had to come back here, didn't have time to stop, so yeah, I'm pretty hungry myself, and Chick-fil-A is just one of my favorite spots, so sounds good. Don't know if I'll actually do it though. I've got plenty of food here at the house, but I like the sound of it. I like their grilled club. And then we've got one more of these little leg contraptions, whatever these are, arms. Do I have one near me? Yes, actually, I've got one very near me. It's literally like about 2 miles up the road, maybe 2.5, but yeah, I do have one very close. And you know, there's something to be said about Chick-fil-A. I love how efficient they are. You drive up there and my goodness, they've got it done so quickly. And then if you go to like McDonald's, like, no offense, but they don't have it together. You'll be in that drive-through for what seems like an eternity. I know it's not, and I'm not trying to exaggerate, but it just seems like a really long time. And no offense, but my experience has been with them that oftentimes you don't even get what you ordered. And so I guess that's why I'm a fan of Chick-fil-A, is they get it done fast, and you get what you ordered. And Jenny says, how's your family, Jeff? You know, that's a mixed bag right now, to be honest with you. There's a whole lot going on, and some of it good, a lot of it not, and I wished it was different, but I just gotta say that when it comes to family, you do your best you can to love them, and you do your best to help each individual member to progress and become better people. And at the end of the day, though, you can't force anybody to better themselves. If they don't want it, they don't want it. And that is one of my regrets. I wished I could do more sometimes. And Greg says, I want to try Zaxby's. See, I don't know what that is. Is that like a burger joint? What kind of a place that? Now, I love food, and I think it shows. And yes, I don't mind poking fun at myself. And I don't know. I mean, I want to finish this live stream tonight, but that YouTube's thrown up some warnings here that there's all kinds of problems, and I don't think there's any problems. It looks like it's working to me, but I don't know. YouTube's been doing that the last several live streams where it just throws up errors, but then I've actually gone back and watched some of my live streams where those errors were coming up, because I paid attention to where they were coming up, and there's nothing wrong. The live stream is I don't want to say televising, but you know what I mean. It's going through just fine with no issues whatsoever. So I don't know what the warnings are all about. But I can just tell you, I see them right now, and they're kind of distracting because I'm trying to build, trying to talk, trying to do all this, and then at the same time, I've got YouTube warning me that things aren't working. And so it has me looking over there like they're not. So, oh, I messed that one up. All right, well, let me fix that real quick. Yeah, I figured it was, Jenny. I appreciate you letting me know. Jenny says it's working fine over here. I did figure it was, but YouTube, you know. And I've seen, you know, some of my favorite content creators are doing well. I got the idea from them to start cross-posting on other platforms. But I'm seeing a lot of them doing that, and they're saying that's because they're getting warnings from Facebook that they're not meeting community standards, but yet Facebook is not defining what the community standards are and how they're violating it. So they're basically getting a violation with not knowing how to fix it. And that is scary, especially if you're a larger YouTuber and that's your main income. And even for me, even though this isn't a source of income yet for me, I haven't received a nickel from YouTube. It'd still be scary for me because, you know, I spend all these hours and money and planning to make the video and the content, and then I have not received any warnings, just to let you know. But if I were to receive a warning that said, hey, you're violating standards, and no one's let me know how or why, that would spook me, and that would make me feel like, hey, maybe I shouldn't be on this platform because maybe what I'm doing isn't worth my time. And I have actually downloaded all my content off of YouTube and saved it. So if they were to shut me down, it wouldn't matter at this point. I have a copy of everything I've done, so I wouldn't lose anything out as far as content, and I can post it somewhere else. So, because when you post on YouTube, you don't give them an exclusive license that you can't post anywhere else. So I am safe in that regard, but it would be a pain because you have to start all over with a new community and build a new community. All right, so we have the 4 feet. We've got the ladder coming on here, and I'm not sure what this is next, but it is definitely more to the building. And does anybody here have cats? Because if you have cats, you will understand what I'm going to tell you next. We have a cat, and she's a female cat, and she's in heat right now. And boy, am I finding her annoying. She's crying all day long. And last night, when I was trying to go to bed, she was crying at my door. And I kept shooing her away. She wouldn't go away. And I know some people have a problem with this, but I got this from a cat training manual once that, and yes, they do exist, that said that if you want to correct bad behavior with a cat, use a spray bottle and don't let them see you use it so they cannot associate it with you. Because what they'll do is they will associate, well, hey, when I do something wrong, randomly I get water, which I don't like, sprayed at me. And so that's what I did last night. She wouldn't shoo away. I needed to sleep. She was keeping me up, so there was a gap underneath my door enough to fit the nozzle to a spray bottle, and I sprayed her with just straight water. And amazing, I only had to spray her once. She went away. And I was able to rest peacefully. Oh, the Technic bulldozer got revealed today. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I kind of missed that because I usually spend my time on the internet after work, but I wasn't able to do that because I took a nap. But thanks for letting me know, Greg. I'm going to take a look at that after this live stream. So this is bag number 1, 2, and 3. let's get bag number 4, the final bag going. Pull up astronaut pieces while I can. Do you know, Greg, what the next set is that's coming out? I know the red truck is coming out October 1st, and I'm really hoping that I will be able to get that one. That's still up in the air with everything that's going on right now. Yeah, Jenny, she says, I'm glad the water spray worked on the cat. Yeah, it did, and I don't feel like proud I had to do that, but I'm glad it was effective because I need to sleep. I get up at 4:30 in the morning for my job, so that's astronaut number 2. And Gimme Brick says hello, and hello to you, sir. How was your day, or ma'am? Don't want to assume anything, but hey, how you doing? And she's normally a really sweet cat, by the way. It just, you know, with the cat being heat, she's got things going on she can't control, and unfortunately I can't control it either, and I gotta sleep, so spray bottle was the best answer for that. She's not an outdoor cat, so I couldn't have put her outside. Revealed, I mean leaked. Okay, no, hey Greg, that's awesome. You know, I don't know how these people find out, but it always seems that they do get revealed, leaked before Lego intends them to. Alright, so let's, I gotta focus here. Sorry, losing my focus. But, okay, I'm looking, oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm really proud of the many things that Lego's been coming out with this year. The only regret is my pocketbook can't quite keep up. I've done pretty well on buying a lot of the newer ones. And if you're looking for a lot of the newer ones that have come out, please take a look at all my videos that I've done already. I've done reviews on most of the sets that I have. I am a little behind. I do have sets that I haven't built yet, but I have quite a few. So if you're looking to kill some time and looking for some interesting content to help you do that, head over there and take a look at the videos I've made and live streams we've done and my reviews. And I have to say I was very flattered with, I can't remember the person's name, but he was on the live stream a few days ago, and he said that he actually bought the, what do you call it, the Coliseum because of my recommendation, and that made me feel really good that you know, I did a good enough review that somebody felt comfortable spending $500 on something. It's pretty cool. And Gimme Brick says I am all right, and I'll read that here in a second because I surely don't want to mess this up. Putting stickers on is I'm just filming a few Lego videos. Yeah, cool, man. So you have your own channel. That's cool. How do you like doing YouTube? And let's see. Did I just get the set? No, I have had this set for a while now. I've had more. For a while there, I had more money than I had month, if you know what I mean, time. And so now it's the opposite. I've got more month than I have money, so it's time to build them. Oh, and I update on the city. I got a few more orders in this week for my Lego City Moc, and so I'm hoping that that's enough to put out another video on that. I know I haven't been putting those out regularly. I'm working on, excuse me, the 3rd level of the townhouse, the final level, the roof. And Gimme Brick says I just started a few weeks ago, and I love it. And so do I. I think it's, to me, I find it very relaxing to do these videos. And I love the live streams because people show up and like you, and we talk Lego, we talk shop, and yeah, I think it's great, man. And I've said this before, I'll repeat it. I find Legos therapeutic. I do. They're fun. They're relaxing. You know, they help you get your creativity out as long as your pocketbook can follow. And that is the main problem I have with Legos, is that I've got a lot of great ideas. I just often don't have the pocketbook to back the ideas. So, but that's not a complaint. I know that I'm very blessed in life. So let's see, what is here? Okay. Oh, okay. The instructions confused me for a second. And we got to do this. Okay, so we got to do this times 2. Okay. Okay, this is really confusing me. These instructions just aren't finding this one hard to follow. But yeah, just to repeat, if you didn't catch the full list of sets that are retiring this year, there was a link in the last 2 live streams. I will include it in this one, although I'm not reading them off today. And then that way, if you want to see what Lego plans on retiring by the end of the year, hopefully you can run down and get it before it goes away, because we all know what happens once they go away. The prices jump. So hopefully you'll be able to do that. And see, Greg says, I just added Dune to my upcoming movies list. Okay, cool. Dune, I haven't heard of it, but is this like a Mad Max thing or something, or what's the theme on that one? And I haven't forgotten that your 2 movies you want to come out in October are still coming. Greg, you've talked about those a lot, and I think that's pretty cool that you're excited for these newer movies coming out. And Gimme Brick says, I've been wanting to start live streaming. I'm just curious, what do I use for a camera? I use 2 cameras. I use my laptop camera, and that's the one directed at my face. And the software I use allows me to minimize or make it as big as I want or small as I want. And then I use a Sony camcorder for the one that's directed on me, because you can adjust the focus and the size of the picture on the camcorder. You can't really do that very well on the laptop. And I use OBS, Open Broadcast Software. It's free, and you can set up a source of more than one camera on there. And to live stream, yeah, make sure you have a good mic. I have a mic that sits, I don't use the mic from the laptop. I don't think it works very well. Instead, I have add-on mic to my camcorder. And that's what I use. And I think it picks up sound very well. And Greg, do you want me to send you a trailer? Yes, I would love that, Greg. I would gladly watch that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so done with those. No, no, we're not. Spoke too soon. Next page. And since I got to do both, I'll just do them both right now. So yeah, we've done a variety of space on this channel. We did the Space Shuttle Discovery when it came out, and we did the International Space Station, and let's see, what else have we done? Oh, the comparison video of all the other space shuttles that have come out over the years. And yeah, that was actually one of the more popular videos, actually, that comparison one. Okay, sent. All right, appreciate that, Greg. I will take a look at it. But just to repeat, I am going to take a small hiatus from doing live streams, and maybe I'll do videos, maybe I won't have the time, like I said, but over the next couple days, just got a lot going on I need to accomplish, and I can't do those things and this all at once. So something's got to give, and that's what's going to give for right now. So let's do this. A little bit of filler here. So I'm not sure how far we are. I just saw the list of retirement. I'm really hoping that at least some of the modulars and the roller coaster, but I don't think I'll have enough cash, so I'll have to pick and choose. Yeah, that's kind of the same boat that I'm in, is that I see a lot of great sets that I want, but at the end of the day, the pocketbook rules, and if it says no, then yeah, and I've had to say no to a few sets this year. One of those sets I said no to was the Adidas shoe. I just didn't see the value in it, not compared to the other things that I wanted to get. So I did not get that one and will not get that one. But the modulars I love. Those are like top priority on my list, and I've been fortunate enough to buy all of them. Right from the very beginning of Lego doing modulars, I have them. Oh, okay, well I missed a piece. So let me throw that on there right now. Okay, so I'm not really sure what we're building exactly. I don't know the modular all that well. And sometimes I lay out my pieces before I do this, but not tonight. Didn't have time. Getting stuck in traffic didn't help. Oh, you didn't miss it all, John. How you doing, buddy? Glad you could join. I was hoping you'd be here. I know that space is your favorite subject, and well, I do aim to please and deliver, so here we are. Oh, I didn't miss it on this side, though. Okay, well, just throw that bad boy on there. And then now we got to put this here. And Greg, I think it just went through because I heard my phone buzz. It's on vibrate. And I don't, give me bricks. Just a word of advice, not to be preachy towards you, but even though you may not mean your content for children, because the channel is about Legos, and I know you have a channel as well about Legos, please be mindful of children, and keep it as clean as possible, because you don't want a 7-year-old to run into your channel and there's some inappropriate language on there or something. I'm always mindful of that because I have nieces and nephews that are young and stuff, and I just hate it if one of them watched it and heard me have a potty mouth on here. It's not that I don't have a potty mouth, I do in real life, I'll be honest. I swear it's just as good as the next man. And yes, some of the people in this room can attest to that, because some people that watch my live streams know me on a personal level, and so they know that's 100% true. And also outside of here, I don't know what a clean joke is, but for all intents and purposes of this channel, I do know what a clean joke is, and boy did I mess that up. How did I mess that up? Not paying attention, and that's why. Alright, let's throw this on there. John says, I made 3 stupid trips to Walmart. My head was not with it today. I feel for you, John. I only went to Walmart once today, and it was for my parents doing grocery shopping, and that was enough for me. Boy, guys, I don't mean to make fun of Walmart, but come on, man. Do you think people would understand they got to wear clothes when they go there at least? Because I go to Walmart, and my goodness, I just never know what's going to come out of the woodwork. Anyway, enough of that. If you want to go on that subject, just put in the YouTube search people of Walmart, or I think that's what's on there. John says, good evening, happy Friday, and Gimme Brick says, LOL, happy Friday to you as well. And, yeah. And the first trip, I forgot my paperwork for the eye exam. Oh man, I've done that before. Second trip was the eye exam, and the third trip was, though I left my paperwork in the office, turns out it was in my trunk, so I'm really out of it. Yeah, sounds like you got a lot going on, John. Sorry to hear that. I know what it's like to be stressed as well, man. Believe me, you can't have 4 kids and be married for 24 years and not experience an excessive amount of stress at times during that whole entire period. So, and John, I know you know some of the stresses that I've dealt with, so I'm preaching to the choir on that, but life is real, man. And life can be such a struggle. Speaking of which, I won't use any names, but social media makes me laugh sometimes, because I had a boss that she was my manager for a little bit, and then I got promoted, and her and I were on the same level, and she couldn't stand it, and she made it her practice to bully me. And I literally mean bully. This lady went after me every day for almost 2 years. And nothing I said or did calmed it down or changed it. So I accepted the fact that's the way it was going to be, and I found another job within the same company making almost twice as much. Meanwhile, I admit that I bought 7 different books on databases and IT, that kind of stuff, taught myself, and got the better job. And shortly thereafter, this boss got fired because she was doing it to other people. And the company finally caught on. They had somebody toxic. Well, what cracked me up is that Facebook kept suggesting that I be friends with this person. Well, obviously, I don't want to be friends with this person. But out of curiosity, shortly after she was fired, and I mean literally a week or 2, I checked her Facebook page because they suggested it to me. And when I looked, she mentioned nothing about losing her job. She was living it up and talking about how she's going on this trip to Jamaica soon and how proud she was of it and how happy she was. And I found out from people that know her on a personal basis that no, she did not go on that trip. She was fortunate enough to get most of her money back because she needed it, because she didn't have a job, didn't have income. But here she is on social media talking about how great life is, and that trying to make it appear that her life is way better than what it is. And that's the kind of thing about social media that bothers me. Hey, just be real, man. Either your life's great or it's not. Somewhere in between, goes up and down. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. But keep it real. And let's see. John says, good news though, my eyes can be fixed with a corrective procedure, then I get my new driver's license. Hey, that's cool, man. And you know, John, a friend of mine, Betsy, I've known her and her husband and kids for, oh gosh, about 5 years now. And they actually, even though I knew them in Virginia, they moved out here. They live about an hour away from me. And anyway, that's telling a little bit too many details, sorry. She had eye issues, and she was able to have, it wasn't LASIK, but it was laser, and it fixed the problem that she had. So, you know, you got to be grateful that there's modern technology like that truly is nothing short of amazing, because 100 years ago, these problems were not able to be corrected. It just became a problem in your life, and well, you had to find a way to deal with it after that. Nowadays, it's like, it is so freaking amazing what they can do with medicine. And Gimme Brick says, oh yeah, thank you for the advice. I have none of that on my channel. I know that I would hate to hear stuff when I was a kid. Yeah, and plus the fact you don't want parents to walk into your kids watching that and then they decide that they can't watch your channel anymore. So for instance, I'll give you an example. I had open heart surgery when I was 2 years old, and I have a gnarly scar from that, pretty long. And years later, when I was about 20 years old, I was at some people's house from church, and they had about a 3-year-old kid who actually had the same exact condition that I had. And he had surgery to correct it just like I did. But his incision was literally about 1.5 inches. That's it. Mine is like over 1 foot long. And they had to just kind of almost gut me like a pig to get it done. And nowadays they can do it just a tiny little incision. And of course that means a much shorter recovery time. So modern medicine is no joke, man. It's awesome what can be accomplished. So I'm happy for you, John. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we flip this upside down, and we put that on there, and then now we put this on there. Oh, it does help if you don't wreck it before you even get it built. That's a note to self. And John says that, yeah, they cleaned up my cataract and gave me implants. Hey, that's cool. That is awesome. Again, another thing about modern medicine, because 100 years ago, you'd just be dealing with that the rest of your life, which would mean diminished vision and problems the rest of your life. But not today. Not today. And Gimme Brick says, that's what I would hate about it as well. That's why I love Lego stuff on YouTube, because no matter how tough things are, it's just a way to relax, and you know others have the same issues. Yeah, you know, you hit on a very important thing there that I totally agree with 100%, is that, you know, I don't care who is trying to fake what kind of life they have. We all have issues, and yeah, you know, having a big bucket of Legos right in front of you, you'd be surprised on how much money you'll save on therapy. Not that I'm truly recommending that, because some people do need actual therapy, so don't take that as practical advice as if I mean there is no therapy ever needed. There actually is in some cases. And there's no shame in that either. Trust me. If you need it, need it. But yeah, it's very awesome, and the fact that Legos has a theme for just about everybody and about every interest, I think is really awesome. And John thinks it's just more hoops jumps. It is temporarily, John, but it'll pass, and you'll come out on the better end of it. And I guess that's the positive part, is that right now it's not great, but ooh, my goodness, that hurt my thumb. All right, I had to watch my potty mouth there. But in the end, John, it should be better, and I think most likely it will be better for you. And let me know when you're having that surgery. Just text it to me. And I always feel like that, like I know I mentioned this, but every time I put stickers on, I hear that song from Eminem, you only got one shot, because you do with Lego stickers. You mess it up permanently. Just try peeling it off and reapplying it. It don't work. And Gimme Brick says, plus to be true and say they have issues as well. Yeah. We're all in this together, man. And we all have a unique ability to help each other and to be a guiding light to others, that if we've been through things first, that we can help others through theirs as well. I'm a big believer in that. Okay, now we've got, let's make sure we put this on right. And then let's make sure that, okay, I'm worried about the United States side. Okay, let's get United States here. And let's get, and that ain't right, because the ladder needs to be, oh there it goes, on this side. Okay, so here it is, all 4 bags complete, done. And I love this. I love how they did the little door here. I don't know if it's easy to see or not, but there is a door right there next to the ladder to step out and to plant the American flag. And yeah, pretty cool. I love how they did the, excuse me, I'm knocking stuff over, but I love how they have these craters that help these dishes stay planted so this thing doesn't slide all over the place. It actually is pretty secure. Really cool set. I will do a full review later on a different video, and it'll be a video. So I just like to thank everyone for turning out tonight and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a great night. Be good to each other, and I'll catch everyone on the next one.